Cool.
Ready?
Sure. Wait, what do I say?
Hi, and welcome to the Nerdy Psychologist Book Club.
Get ready to explore the magic and the mind games behind your favorite YA novels.
I'm Brandi Hawk, a trauma psychologist and a proud book nerd.
And I'm Deanna Boys, a psychology expert and also a proud book nerd.
Let's discuss why your favorite heroes and villains do what they do and what that means for us. Welcome to the club. All right. We are so excited to be continuing to talk about Heir by Sabaa Tahir. As a quick reminder, we'll read one book per month, and then we have 4 weekly episodes discussing different characters and topics from the book. So, Deanna, would you give us a quick review of what Heir is about?
Let's do it. So Heir by Sabaa Tahir is a dystopian YA novel, like we said, but I also talked about how it is a little bit of an adult fantasy because there's some spice elements to it. It follows the stories of these kind of interweaving narratives of Aiz, who is a, I wrote down gutter child.
That's what she describes herself as.
Yeah, she's a gutter child, who is on a path of vengeance, and a disgraced tracker, Saoirse, there's magic involved and there's fun stories there, and she's my favorite character. But so she's on a path caused by a blood oath, and she is trying to track down a killer. And then we have Quill, who is the crown prince of the Marshall Empire and a nephew of a, I think now less mean queen, but whatever. And it follows their kind of intertwining story throughout as they are kind of all end up fighting for the same thing kind of thing. They're ish. They're all heirs.
We discussed how they're all heirs last time.
Yeah.
But today, can we talk about our least favorite person?
Fine.
Aiz.
Okay, Aiz.
All right. But first.
Okay, we did talk about how we liked it. And I've already kind of even if you didn't watch the last episode or listen to the last episode, you can tell there's certain characters I like better than others. We like the book.
Yes.
And what we also do at book club is have drinks.
Obviously.
And this one, I'm really excited to tell you about this one. This one's called Tragic Consequences, or its alternative title. And I have to read it because I wrote it and I was just like, these poor characters. So Tragic Consequences, it's a beautiful margarita-style. But it's basically my best friend is now part of a parasitic bond with an all-consuming entity, and I'm going to stick beside her.
Oh,
yeah.
I think I would stick beside you if you were bonded with an all-consuming entity.
Really?
I would speak truth to that bond.
That's true.
I would try to tell you you are being used by a parasitic entity.
That's true.
But I'd stick by you.
Oh, even if it made really poor choices.
I would still love you.
Okay, good. Okay, let's cheers it. Cheers. Oh, I'm so excited. Do not spill it on you because it will be tragic.
Ooh.
Okay,
Spice.
I love it. Which is important.
Which is important for this.
Spice. The recipe is on Patreon, but it's got some fun ingredients in it that you'll be surprised about, but you can see there's jalapenos, so spicy.
It's spicy. It's yummy. I love it.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, so we're talking about Aiz, and I just have to say this. So we read the Hunger Games book last time, which is all about children being killed.
Yes.
And I was like, well, at least on this book, at least we're going to move forward and away from children being killed. And then I started reading and I was like, oh crap, it's all about children dying.
Like that's the plot device that's moving it forward.
And so I feel really bad. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. Honestly, because I didn't know these kids, it didn't matter that much to me as much. Is that concerning? I don't know.
I feel like as we move through the year, we're going to find that lots of children die, and we need to discuss whether we feel okay with that or not. But
yeah.
It's a book.
Yeah. I think, and this is such a nerdy thing, I'm going to say. It's a Star Trek reference. I'm an actual Star Trek nerd. There's an episode where like Data, who's the android trying to be like a human, is trying to figure out like, why is everyone sadder when they know the person? And that's literally what it is. It's like in human nature, it's more common for you to feel more sad to someone that you know, or at least knew of, versus, oh, there's just kids over there that died. Yeah. It's harder for you to kind of like pull from the empathy.
That's fair.
Poor Data had a hard time with emotions. Anyway, moving on.
So knowing that we're going to be talking about children being murdered, which is terrible. And so like, side note, we know this is terrible and we're going to talk about it
Trigger
anyway.
warning.
So IEs.
Trigger warning, IEs.
I want to talk about how a hero becomes a villain.
Because she was a hero, I guess. Sorry.
I mean, wasn't she?
Was she though? I mean, I guess she was.
At the beginning, I was rooting for her.
Yeah, you were rooting. I
liked her.
Okay, yeah, you did.
Like you didn't get behind the girl who's going to sleep with some like head guy in order to get in there and kill him because he murdered orphans.
That's true.
Like you didn't want
Tyrell was awful. Or how do you say his name? Tyrell? He was awful. Yeah,
he was so terrible.
Yeah, her quest had noble aspects to it. Yeah.
I liked her in the beginning.
Yeah, she wasn't so bad until she got into prison.
And you kind of thought like, oh, we're following 3 heroes. That's how I felt. I was like, okay, we're following the 3 heroes of the story. And then suddenly, no. Yeah. Aiz is actually the villain in the story.
She really is. Anger is her only companion, I wrote down.
Oh.
This brat.
And a parasitic, terrible
parasitic
spirit.
entity. That's true. Yeah. Before I knew it was parasitic entity, I was like, geez. But yeah.
So I want to talk about how that happens, right? Because in a book, right, we see it happen and we're like, oh no, here to villain, like trope or whatever. But also it's kind of life. No one thinks that they're the villain in their own story.
Oh, that's a good point.
Aiz would not describe herself as a villain.
No, she wouldn't. She's a
hero.
She's a hero. And she's doing everything she needs to do to protect her people.
Exactly.
Yeah. Huh.
So how does that happen? How do we go from actual hero to villain still thinking that we're the hero? This has got
to be some kind of evolutionary psychology term that we should probably talk about.
Well, cognitive psychology.
Yeah.
Called belief perseverance.
Got it.
So belief perseverance is exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah.
It's why our beliefs persist despite evidence to the contrary. So basically, people are designed and built that once we have a belief, we're going to stick with it regardless of what happens. Right? Like it is easier to keep having our same belief than to change it. So that's like the overall understanding of belief perseverance.
Easier and safer.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I think people have this negative connotation about being easy. Like, oh, it's so easy to do this. And it's like, it's safer for you.
It's way safer to stick with what you know than to do something different. And so belief perseverance is a cognitive psychology term, but it is created and it's made up of a lot of other things at play. So we talked about cognitive dissonance last time or with the last book. I want to add on 2 more this time. Confirmation bias is a way that our brain works, right? It's not something that we choose to do. It's just the way our brain works, that we are going to notice information that confirms our beliefs more than information that disconfirms it. When we see something that confirms our beliefs, we're like, yep, see, look, I was right.
Yeah.
That's confirmation bias.
Okay.
And the other piece is ego defense, which comes about because when we have beliefs as people, we intertwine our beliefs with our self-identity.
Yeah.
So we tend to be like, I am my beliefs. And so if there's information that comes at us that says your belief is wrong, your ego can't handle that. And your ego is like, no, because if my belief is wrong, then I am wrong.
And then I'm bad.
I am bad. I am a failure.
Yeah.
And so we push away any information that's going to tell us that our beliefs are wrong. And we're going to rationalize and find the confirmation so that we can continue to hold firm in our beliefs, even as we are going down a slippery slope into becoming villains.
Yeah. And just for everyone out there, I'm not going to be nailing the head about this. You should think about this for your family members, about things that you're dealing with and why they won't come out of that particular place.
Yeah.
And this comes up with cults.
Yeah, no, this is a huge piece of cults, right?
Yeah.
So in some ways we can almost think about this like demonic entity as a cult leader, right?
Yes.
She's brainwashing Aiz.
Yeah.
Aiz is slowly losing her true values in order to persist in the beliefs that she's holding on to.
She's fully lost herself. And like in the last episode, you know, you let me have a little bit more, you illuminated me to more empathy for her.
It's like my job is finding empathy for people.
It's crazy. So I have more empathy for her. It was hard to read her and it was hard to watch her become a villain.
Yeah.
But saying that with the confirmation bias and the ego defense, and every time we came up with something where she was kind of confronted with information that was different, she dug her heels in.
So can we go through it?
Let's do it.
Okay. I actually want to start very close to the beginning on page 2.
Oh,
right. So way up in the beginning, before she even meets really the spirit, we talked about how Aiz is really like, she is motivated by revenge and vengeance, right? And so even on page 2, she says, strange to ask the patron of light and kindness to bless a murder. But Mother Div loved orphans too. She'd have wanted revenge for those killed in the fire. Aiz was sure of it.
She definitely wants her to murder. Just not those ones.
Right?
Not kids.
She's like, I know. Kindness, light, healing, like wanting the best for people, wanting people to do really well. That's what my cleric was all about. But I want to kill someone. So I am certain that my cleric would also agree with that.
Yeah. Again, everyone out there, I really want you to think about this for people in your life that you're having a hard time with understanding why they stick to their beliefs. This is a really big thing.
Yeah.
You can mental gymnastics, anything you want.
Anything, right? Mother Div never killed anybody.
Of course
Mother
not.
Div never in all of their stories was she like, I'm going to murder this person or I'm going to condone this murder. In fact, always the opposite, right? But Aiz from the beginning is taking this god, this cleric that she believes in and changing her beliefs about it to fit what she wants.
Question.
Yes.
Just about Mother Div in general. Was she a real person at some point? Do we know?
It's unclear, right? So she is a holy cleric, which is basically a god.
Yeah.
And so there's all of these stories. And so maybe, right, it's totally possible that Mother Div was real. And like centuries previously, their homeland did become infected and they did leave the homeland and Mother Div came here and the 3 triarchs really are her descendants.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's nothing to say that that's not true.
In religions and religious extremism, it's not typically like, it is like the myth. It's a myth typically, right?
Yeah, but also myths tend to be rooted in some degree of fact, right? So usually what happens is there's some fact that we can look back on and then we build a myth around that fact.
True.
So unclear. But let's just go for the assumption that Mother Div was real.
Let's just go for that. Yeah. Sorry,
Right,
I didn't mean to go on a tangent there, but I was always like, is she real?
Yeah, like this is a world where genies exist. Like there's there's a lot. Like
dystopian magic. Yeah. We love it.
Let's just say Mother Div is real. So Aiz is already starting on this path of crazy.
Let's continue this path.
So let's continue. So before I read our next quote, what happens, right? So she tries to kill Tyrell. We all want her to succeed and she doesn't because, people in power don't usually let you kill them. At least not early in the book.
Yeah, I was like, wow, okay.
Like, we're going to do that soon?
Continue. Please continue. Oh.
No, he lives, whatever.
Okay, fine.
So there's an explosion and she's like, I'm going to die. But then she sees this book that Tyrell has. And then she sees the book and then a window blows open and she gets out of the burning room and she grabs the book and she thinks Mother Div saved me. Right? Because of course she would. Like that totally makes sense with her belief system. She then is like escaping and Mother Div speaks to her and she's like, oh my goodness, this must be Mother Div because it looks like Mother Div. It must be her. Her cleric, Noah, says, yes, because you are chosen by Mother Div. It's consistent confirmation.
Yeah.
Right?
Confirmation bias.
Yeah. And it's not even a bias at the beginning, right? Like people are just telling her this is true, this is true. And then Aiz is seeing these like many kind of potentially coincidental facts and saying, not coincidence, truth.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's building up her belief system.
Is not causation.
Correlation is not causation.
Yeah.
And even as it becomes kind of causation, right? The spirit then proves to be the one that is getting her out of things.
Mm-hmm.
The spirit never, like there's no place where it becomes absolute proven fact that the spirit is Mother Div.
Yeah.
But Aiz sees enough things that she's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Also, the spirit calls her out on it too.
Yeah.
When she meets the spirit in the jail, she's like, are you so lost in your faith? Because she had just had that experience with like the other clerics and she was telling the stories to like the orphans or whatever they were. And the spirit was like, are you so lost in your faith that you don't recognize your own Mother Div, basically?
Yeah. Questioning. That's totally a thing that cult leaders do.
Yeah.
It's definitely a part of this belief perseverance.
Fallen far from the flock?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, how could you question me?
How could you not know it's me?
Right? Like, where's your belief? And so then it calls you to question yourself, right? And then that ego, because we believe that we are our beliefs. And so, oh my gosh, ego defense.
And she grew up very much getting reinforced for all of that.
Yep.
It's really hard to go against it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So of course, this is Mother Div.
Yeah.
Right?
Obviously.
So we're there. We're here. Now, once we have that fully like built in, this is Mother Div. Mother Div's helping me. I'm going places I need to go. Then we start to see the slightest little
cracks.
Shifts. Yes.
Ooh, yes.
The cracks.
Yeah.
So Aiz has been like beautifully having this Mother Div who loves her and says kind things to her and gives her power. And then on page 170, we see that Aiz is basically envying the wealth of the people in the tribes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Aiz is thinking of that. And Mother Div says, do not weep at the injustice of your people face, else you will not have the strength to change their plight. And Aiz jumped at the suddenness of the words, at the bite in them. Perhaps she disappointed Mother Div by focusing on the material pleasures in front of her instead of her holy mission.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah. It's a little crack.
Little crack.
Now the cleric is not constantly loving and kind, but adds a little bit of snippiness.
Yeah.
A little tiny bit of, I'm in charge, you're not. And Aiz has that moment to choose, do I push back and say, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Or do I say, oh, it must be me?
Yeah.
And then allow her to have that power.
This is how it works in the real world too.
For real. Like constantly, this is reality.
Yeah. I'm just processing.
I'm going to first share a story from myself. And then I'm going to ask you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Let's see if I can.
So think back to a time where this happened to you, right? Because this happens to everybody. This is not like, it's not even necessarily a religious thing. It is like all of our beliefs. Belief perseverance is a real thing. I'm going to talk about religious.
Okay. Religion. That's a good one.
As you know, and maybe not everyone else does, I am still a Christian, right? I still love my church. I have a great church that I go to. But my understanding of my beliefs have changed very much over the years. And when I was in high school, I went to a Baptist church. And that first crack for me, where I was like, oh, this doesn't match who I am, but I'm going to sort of like do some mental gymnastics to make it okay, is that I was a dancer. I've been a dancer since I was a very little girl. I've always done dance classes. I love dancing. And at a Baptist church in the North, you don't dance.
Oh.
You're not allowed to dance.
Oh.
Actually.
And Northeast.
In the Northeast, yeah. Like it is a frowned upon, if not actually, in fact, it actually explicitly
you
stated.
You are a hussy.
You do not dance in church.
Yeah.
So like when you're singing, you're not allowed to like dance.
Which is interesting because Baptists in other parts of the country.
Northern Baptist, Southern Baptist, totally different things.
Okay.
Totally different things. And so that was my first experience that I can think of where I was like, I have a belief system, but I have two belief systems. One, that dancing is great and I love it.
Yeah.
And two, that I have this religion that I really love. And now there's a crack that they don't match. And so I had to do a little bit of, 14-year-old mental gymnastics of, oh, well, but it's just in the church, so it's fine.
Interesting. Okay. Oh gosh. I did have a religious one because we grew up going to a church and it was like a not fundamentalist one, like a new age one.
Okay.
And, they teach like you are a good person and you do good things for other people. But we dealt with a lot of like gossip and people being mean. And so that was when I was very young. I was like 6 or 7 and like they like would talk about our family badly. And I remember just being like, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's different.
How are these the same?
Yeah. You're preaching this, but you're over here doing this, So that's something religious wise. I'm trying to think of something that's not religious that's a good question. I will ponder that and we'll think about that.
We'll come back to it because we're going to keep going.
Okay.
Okay. So starts off small and then it gets a little bigger and there's like more and more kind of weird things that happen. Including when,
what page?
Well, I'm going to talk about it first. I forgot. There were too many things I wanted to get quotes for, and then I decided against getting quotes for all of them. So let's just talk about this one. So there's like these little things, but overall things are going well. And then the whole point of this mission is Aiz needs to find Laia and get her to remember the story that she wrote.
Oh.
Which is written in a book. And Aiz has the physical book in her custody, in her hand. And she's about to give the book to Laia so that Laia can read the story and give her information. And Mother Div says, no.
Oh, yes. I remember this part. Okay, yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
And Aiz is like,
this was the point.
She's asking me if I have it written so she can remember. I have it. What?
Yeah. Interesting.
So that is like that should have been a huge red flag for Aiz.
Yes. But was it?
She rationalized it.
She rationalized it. The whole time she's just rationalizing all these things anyway.
Yeah. And that's the ego defense.
Ego defense, yeah.
Yeah.
She's really digging her heels in. Like, oh, okay. Well, I guess not then.
Yeah, I guess she has a reason.
Mm-hmm.
She must have a reason for doing this.
Yeah.
Okay? So we're getting deeper and deeper and deeper. And then the worst thing happens.
Yeah.
We go with Rue.
It's the worst.
It's the worst.
Also, like another character named Rue in a different universe dies. Don't name your characters Rue.
Don't name your children Rue.
They're spelled differently, but still.
So she and Rue go to release Div. And they do release Div.
Yeah.
Well, they release something.
You know what this reminded me of? And not to like get too far off on a tangent, but it reminded me of His Dark Materials.
Oh, yes.
When Azrael pulls in Lyra and he's like, oh, it's my kid. I don't want to kill my kid. He's like, oh, thank God. There's another kid.
Oh, thank goodness. I can kill this other kid instead.
It's totally fine. I'll just kill this other kid. It's fine. And like poor Lyra has to like manage that. But that's what it reminded me of a little bit. It was like, oh, to release this person, you have to kill this person.
Yep.
Which is a whole thing about Mother Div is that you don't just kill the innocent.
Right. She literally loves children.
Yeah.
Like that's why all the orphanages are named after her.
Pretty messed up.
So this happens and now we're going to see confirmation bias, right? Because Aiz is like, what is happening? This is not good, not good, not good. And then on page 350, she sees a figure. The figure was hauntingly familiar, the likeness so similar to the contours of stone Aiz had stared at her whole life that it was as if Mother Div had stepped directly from a frozen, broken courtyard in Kagar into this desolate cave. Her skin was moon pale, her hair brown, her eyes light, like Aiz had always imagined.
You found me, daughter. Yeah.
Gross. I love this because I think Sabaa Tahir is brilliant.
She really is. And also, like, maybe just one narrative for me next time. No, I'm kidding.
That's not what she does. That's not how she writes.
No, I actually really did like it. It was hard.
But I find this brilliant because when you read it first, your thought is, oh, it's Mother Div.
Yeah.
Right.
You're like, oh, it's finally here.
She's describing, yes, this is the person.
Yeah.
Which is what's happening in Aiz's mind. But what you can see when you go back and reread it is it's described as exactly the same as the stone.
As a stone.
Exactly the same as what Aiz imagined, right? This is not the real Mother Div because artists are pretty cool. We love the artists, but they're stone sculptures. They're not exact.
Also, sidebar about that.
Yes.
Like, I love how, like, in ancient Egypt and other places, like, they're like, oh, and like Rome, they're like, and they did these stones and they weren't painted, and then people found out they were painted, and it like messed with their minds. They're like, no, they were painted. You guys, like, friends.
The paint has just fallen off of them.
It's just fallen off. They weren't. It's gone. Actually, and this is very similar. Like, probably she was painted at some point.
Yeah,
it's been so long that now she's just a pale stone.
Yep.
And that's how she's seeing her.
But if what you imagined in your head turns out to be exactly what you see in front of you, run the other way.
Yeah,
that's what I've learned.
Confirmation bias.
You're like, no, too perfect. Run. Get out of here. This is not okay.
Especially comes to, parasitic entities.
I mean, especially when they've killed your best friend.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
I know.
Real.
Poor Real. Were they best friends?
No, but she actually really liked him.
She did like him.
She loved him even, I would say. He
as
was
much
a good
as she
kid.
could love anybody who wasn't her quest.
Yeah.
All right, that's mean. I'm sorry.
So now we see this like intense confirmation bias, right? And that then tells her, okay, this has to be it. And then the mental gymnastics start.
Just like really gymnasticking or whatever the word is.
They are real twisty turvy and jumping all over the place.
Poor thing.
So she's, first of all, is like, why did you kill Rue?
Yeah.
And Mother Div says, oh, it's because of the first Durrani. It's because of her that I have to eat children's hearts in order to live.
Oh, is this a little bit like moving the goalpost?
Oh, yeah, kind of.
Because that's like what happens with gaslighting a little bit. You're like, well, it's because of, it's actually, you already knew this. This is already a thing.
You should understand this.
Yeah.
And then you say, oh, yeah, no, that makes sense. And we hear Aiz say that all the time. She's like, oh, that would make sense that a Durrani would do that.
Yeah, she does do that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then she says, okay, well, I don't like this, but okay. And then Mother Div says, well, now I need to eat more children's hearts.
She's literally like the killer you've been chasing. Well, she hasn't been chasing, the other one's chasing, but
Saoirse's chasing her.
Yeah, sorry.
Because of what happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
which was confusing.
Yes.
But please continue.
So yeah, she's like, I need to keep killing children. Mm-hmm. And Aiz is a defender of the orphans, right? Now this is not only going against what she knows of Mother Div, it's also going against Aiz's own personal convictions.
Yeah, it's not the same. Like before, I can kill Tural because it's fine. She would want me to do. Yeah. But now it's like literally like, we're killing kids, lady.
Right. Yeah. I love kids.
Yeah. Have you had this happen in real life?
No, I've never met someone who kills kids.
No, but have you ever had that conversation?
You're doing things that are going directly against your value system?
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I'm more like you're rationalizing other people's choices.
Yeah.
They go against your value system. That's a conversation I had that we've had with people that we love.
Yeah.
And then that's actually where a little bit of that's a crack.
Mm-hmm.
That's the callback to before is me going, oh, I do remember when this happened.
Oh, yes.
When a particular person who I valued their opinion and respected them, and they said something so heinous that I was like, oh, okay.
And then your thought process should be, if they are willing to say this and mean it when they're confronted with it, then what else are they saying that I actually disagree with?
Yeah. And I'm being cryptic specifically.
Yeah,
because this is protecting the identity of these people. They don't know that this happened to them, but we know.
Yeah.
It caused a big rift.
It caused a huge rift. It caused loss of relationships. It causes a lot of problems.
Yeah. Ooh.
But it also causes problems if you don't call it out, right? So in Aiza's case.
Pause. Sorry. You get a little bit of tequila in me and I moved the mic. Sorry. Repeat what you said.
Okay. So in Aiza's case, she does not see the crack, right? She goes with it, right? And she doubles down and she says, okay, so I guess we're going to do it. And this is more the times in your life. Okay. So I'll tell you, I was in a relationship once where I knew it was a bad idea going into it. I knew it was not going to go well. And I chose to do it anyway.
Because it's fun.
And it, no surprise, did not end well.
Didn't end well. No.
Right. Mm-mm. And the choice that I made that was a bad choice to start with, the choices just got worse and worse and worse. Because if you make one bad choice, then you're primed to make another worse choice. And then you keep using that ego defense
moving
and rationalizing,
forward,
and it gets worse and worse and worse. Right.
Yeah.
So I've had it. I work with people that this happens to all the time. It happens with our friends, with our family members, just like this happens all the time.
And like, this is something that like, what's it called? Like, not perpetrator, but perpetrators basically.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Use to their advantage. It's just one little thing. Just one little step in the other direction. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. This isn't that bad.
This isn't that bad.
And why do you think it's so bad?
Oh, gaslighting.
Absolutely. So that's what's happening. Aiza's being gaslit and she's being pushed little by little. And then every time that her mind starts to say, oh, maybe this is not okay, it's either a confirmation bias or an ego defense where she says, nope, it has to be okay.
Yeah.
Or look at this other thing that proves it is okay.
Right. There's other evidence out there.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Other people see this, right? And let me see. I want to go. Okay. Quill.
Oh,
I love Quill.
I love Quill.
He is the voice of reason. And I want to move to page 403, where Quill speaks truth to Aiz.
Oh, okay.
As so few of us are able to actually do.
Wait, 203. Wait.
403.
403. Okay.
Way towards the end.
Yeah.
Right? He knows who she is.
Yeah.
He's figured out that exactly what's happening, right?
Is not, or Aiz, he's figured out that Aiz is not.
He's figured out that Aiz is Alar and the Telalessi and is is connected to Mother Div. And he says, when you sacrifice other people's children on the altar of your ambition, it's only a matter of time before you'll be willing to sacrifice your own. That's how evil works.
Again, people out there, there's a lot of world things going out there. This book is very prescient.
When we're willing to say, oh, it's fine for horrible things to happen to their children, that's a slippery slope of belief perseverance and ego defense that's going to get us eventually to say, well, if it has to happen to my children in order for my dream to be fulfilled, it's okay.
It's okay. Yeah.
Right? If I let these terrible things happen to other children, and now they have to happen to my children, then if I don't let them happen, it would be like saying I was wrong the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have to keep moving forward at all costs, no matter who gets hurt in the process.
Dang.
Yeah.
Like mic drop.
Yeah.
Good job, Quill.
Yeah. Good
call her
job,
out.
Quill.
Call everyone out.
I love it. I absolutely loved that quote. It was one of my favorites.
It's such a good one. It's like one of those ones that like you can like put on something and like a inspirational quote, kind of thing. But like you could have it somewhere if you have to do this.
That is evil.
That's evil.
That's what evil is.
You are actually evil.
Right? Which then bears the question, right? Because now we've gotten to this place where Aiz is like, yep, kill my kids too, right? If I needed to get the power from you. And then eventually she finally confronts Mother Div.
Yeah.
And because Mother Div says your people, not our people.
She's finally the final crack.
She's like, oh, this is real.
Mm-hmm.
And she confronts her and says, you're not Mother Div. And the spirit's like, yeah,
right.
But I gave you power. And
what does it matter if I'm not?
What does it matter? Because I care about you, your well-being, and you making your dreams come true is what matters most to me. And then Aiz, knowing that, Mother Div tells her, I am not Mother Div. I am a spirit.
Like, yep, nope, this is true.
This is true. Aiz chooses to continue to call her Mother Div because that's who I need her to be.
Oh.
And so that is where we get to the intense belief perseverance, right? Is that I've gone through all the pieces. I know the truth, and I am going to choose to double down on my beliefs, even though I know that they are not true.
Yeah. Mic drop again.
Yeah. It's hard.
It's hard.
So what makes someone a villain?
So many things. So many things. I mean, Aiz is now a villain in my mind.
Absolutely, 100%.
She knew the truth and just stuck with it. She's like, yep, you're right. I'm just going to keep doing it though. That's what I think makes a villain.
Yeah.
Like when you can, because like, I do believe in the place in the world is like, there's so much ignorance. You can't know everything. And you can do things thinking that you're right because ego defense and, belief perseverance and all these other like cognitive, all these things are working to keep us safe.
Yeah.
But when you get information that explains, no, and you continue down that path, that's when I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You've said who you are to me now.
You've made an active choice.
Yeah, you're making an active
this.
choice. Yeah.
I always tell my kid clients, right? There's no bad people, just people that make bad choices.
Yes.
Right? Because they're not bad people. They just make bad choices sometimes.
Bad for them at that moment.
Yeah. Sometimes actually bad.
Yeah, true. Societally, we understand that. But there's a lot of gray area.
There's a lot of gray area, but it's choices, not people.
Harm reduction.
Right? Choices, not people. But at that point where she actually says, nope, I am going to keep doing a thing that I know is wrong, that I know is not true, that I know is harming people because I want to stay in power.
Mm-hmm.
That then becomes a real choice.
Yeah.
That she is saying, this is who I am.
And she's a villain.
Yeah.
But like, spoiler, the entity leaves her.
Well, Saoirse gets the entity to leave her.
That's true. But then doesn't it go in, Saoirse?
Yeah, I mean.
Sorry,
I cannot wait for the next book.
I know. Where's the next page?
When is it coming?
It's funny because like I definitely like was reading it going, God, this is so long. I mean, it's fascinating.
It's very long.
And then I get to the end and I'm like, wait, where's the rest of it?
Yeah, why is it over? It shouldn't be over yet. I need at least 300 more pages.
I need at least 300 more pages. Do you hear that, Sabaa Tahir? 300 more pages, please.
Please.
Thanks.
As soon as possible.
Yeah. I mean, there's 500 in this one actually, or 460 something. So,
Just keep it coming.
We
need to know what happens next.
I need to know what happens. But yeah.
Yeah. So next time that you think that someone is a villain, think about where it came from, have a little bit of compassion on them. And this is the hard part. Ask yourself, am I a villain?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Ooh. Are my actions right now?
I could be a villain.
Part of belief perseverance. Am I a villain?
Am I the drama?
And then,
yeah.
go from there.
maybe make a different choice.
Make a different choice. Be willing to really question your beliefs. Don't just look for confirmation. Actually seek out things that disprove your beliefs.
Yeah.
So you can make a really active choice about what you want to do.
Just thinking about like the world and how we live in. And I've talked about this before, but like we only have so much brain that we can do. We use heuristics in our brain. We use nice little algorithms to like go, I can pay attention to this. I can pay attention to that. And we are constantly inundated with stimulus. Like, you know, if you are a social media junkie like I am, scroll. And like, you kind of just believe. But like before, like there's a meme out there. Think, is it true?
Yeah.
You know, but like literally like before you go and spread information about something, look into it a little bit.
Make sure it's real.
Just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit, especially with AI stuff going on out there too.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Make sure that you're not being a
bear and that
villain.
grandma is not real, y'all.
Not real.
Not real.
Make sure you're not a villain. Make sure you check stuff out.
Yeah.
Anything else about IEs?
And if you're confronted by people that you care about and they care about you and they're telling you you're acting a certain way and you're doing this,
listen.
Or
at least be open.
To
a conversation.
Yeah. I like to come at things with curiosity. I'm not always. Sometimes I'm a little close, you know, like, don't tell me what to do. Actually, I'm very much oppositional. But in general, come listen with curiosity and kind of know where they're coming from.
And think about Quill, right? Because Quill presented this information to her and she was resistant to it, but then she thought about it and it sunk in. And then she was able to confront Mother Div, spirit, entity.
Yeah, she did one piece of it.
Then she made the wrong choice, but right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we've made it to the end of book club.
Did we?
I think so.
I thought we had more for some reason.
No, do you have more?
No.
Okay.
No. Only that I really love Saoirse and Quill.
Yes. Which on our next episodes, we're going to talk about Quill and Saoirse. And we're going to talk about Sufjan too, who I love.
He's the funny one, right?
He's the funny one.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah.
But thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for coming and listening. And we did lots of nugget dropping. That sounds terrible, but mic dropping.
Just information.
Think about it in the real world and how it means for you. It's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
Process how you need to. I'm going to go process some stuff.
Talk to people.
Go to your own book club. Huh. But thanks for coming to ours.
Thanks so much. And make sure to like and subscribe and check out our Patreon for more information from our handouts and also our amazing drink recipes.
They are delicious. Yay.
All right, thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming.